Hi guys, it's bucket day today, so excuse the noise outside. Today on the Boulevard M109, I'm going to put a set of these hot grips, Oxford hot grips. Now if you look at that, premium cruiser heated grips, you've got to get the cruiser kind for size. Now, you get a wee box like this, and you get this cable, your heat control and all different things and bits like this, and here's the cable. This has to go from your battery up under your tank to your handlebars. But you get all these bits and pieces. Most of it you don't need, you can throw it away. Now, I'll show you what you need. This is really confusing because it comes with spacers. When you look in the book, it tells you about Hondas and Harleys and all that crap of the day, but you don't have a Honda and you don't have a Harley. So I'm going to show you what you do, right? Now, to put the grip on this side, right, I've taken the cap off. Now these cap ends are glued on, as you can see, right, and you just force them with a screwdriver and they come off. Okay, now for the passenger side one, you take a knife, a blade, stick it in, slide it along, and once you've done that, peel that off, and that's it. Give it a bit of clean up before you put the grip on, and you get the passenger one, left hand side one, here it is here, and you want it, so as you can see the Oxford, you can't see it, my light's not very good, but that just slides on here, okay? And the cap screws on there. Now I'm not sliding it on just now because I've not cleaned it. As you can see, it needs cleaned. And try and have the wires pointing towards you here. I'll show you why, because the other side's going to be the same. Now I'll clean this up before I put this on, and when I put it on and I'm happy with it, I'll take it off, use a tube of super glue that comes with it, glue that and put it on. Now, the other side, let's have a wee look. This side's the same. You're going to pop the grip off. You're going to run a blade on here and slide that off. Cut that and peel that off. See? There's the inside of it and there's the bit. Now, you're lucky because with this bike, there's none of this insert nonsense, as you can see, because the Oxford grip fits straight on there without having to disconnect this and without having to take your cables off. It just fits straight on. And again, have the Oxford sign facing towards you. I don't know if you can see it for the crap lighting here, and that cable here, and this is locked on with the splines. You don't want to turn this and it's interfering with the braking anyway, you see. You don't want that bit to interfere with the brake, but under here. So you want it dead underneath, and you can tuck your wire up under your handlebars, up under here out the way, and that'll be it. Now again, you've got caps that come in the kit to screw in the end of this. Again, once you're happy with the position, right, see how it's not coming too far back to interfere with the brake. Well, it wouldn't anyway, you wouldn't have full throttle and brake. So as long as that's underneath when you're applying the brake, I'm sorry but I talk too much. Once you're happy with that, slide it off, keep your thumb on this top spline to here so as you know exactly where it's going, and then super glue the whole thing. You get 2 tubes of super glue, 1 for each side. Cover it all in super glue, line it up, slide it on, and leave it for 10 minutes, and it'll be set, it won't come off. And that's your hot grip, okay? So that's that side. And again, this side I'll rub with a bit of sandpaper, just to clean it off. I don't want it too slack anyway. In fact, I might not, I might actually just, yeah, it's a bit tight. I'll just rub some of that glue off, and I'll put the super glue on, and then I'll slide this on, and that'll slide right up to here. And again, this bit here, keep it the same as the other side, so as when it's on, the wire can run up under here. And what we'll do is our control will probably go on to the, probably here. There's a plate that bolts onto here and it comes up and it's got the control panel, so when you're riding you can control the heat. Anyway, so yeah, so I'll go and glue these on and then I'll come back and fit the rest. Now I've glued this one on. I'd advise you to put a bit of cloth or something over here in case the super glue drops. I smear it all over the splines, all round it, the whole tube onto that side, and then shove it on. And did I happen to mention to warn you about the dangers of super glue? Stuck to my finger, however, I'll get it off. So anyway, I'm going to clean this side and super glue it with the other tube. I'll maybe stick it in that finger for it. Oh no, it's got a plaster already, maybe that one. And then we'll stick that one on and then we'll do the wiring, etc. And remember what I was saying, taking the glue off. Couldn't find my sandpaper, but the blade used for taking the rubber off, perfect. You can scrape all the glue off with it. Take it all off and then try putting your handle on. Make sure it fits right in, nice and snug. And once you're happy with it, then put the glue round the bar and slide it on. I'll get to that in a minute. Now I've hit a wee snag. This collar that's on here, okay, I'll take it off just to show you what I mean, right? It's the same as the collar on that side, so you can see two bits here, the thick bit and the thin bit. Well, we'll come over to the wheelie bin. When this slides on, up to that, that's not going to go in there, it doesn't fit in. So it's awfully wide. So what I was thinking was, if I put that collar on and I'm sliding this on, you know, to put it on before I glue it, it sort of comes down to about here. I'm thinking if I cut this section off here, just this bit here where my finger is, then I'm left with the two bits the same as the other side, and this I'll push right up against it. And then once I've got it all ready, I'll glue the whole thing into position, screw the end cap on, and when you put the end cap on you can screw them, or if you want, you can put a wee bit of super glue in the thread, screw it on, and it won't come off again. I don't know if you would ever need to take it off, because if you were ever taking these off you would just heat them up and force them off. The end caps don't matter, so yeah, I'd probably super glue it on. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is take this off. I'll take it into my wee shed and I'll just take this bit off here, so as we're left with these two bits, and it'll look much better because that doesn't slide into the grip at all. So I'll go and do that and then we'll go and put it on. Here we are, cut it off so as it looks the same as the other side. So remember, thick end on first. Don't glue this on yet, but push it all the way up because you're going to pull it back a wee bit just to match the other side. So push it all the way up just now, and then get your super glue and smear it over. I'll just do that now. So super glue's running now with this. Put it how you want it and slide it up quickly before it dries to where you want it, which is about there. Then what I would do is drop a wee drop super glue down into there, oh shit, down into there, let it run round, and then pull that wee bit back and leave it, don't touch it. Maybe, oh shit, too much. Yeah, there, that's about right. Make sure your Oxford things are perfect how you want them. Give that super glue a wee bit of time to dry. What I'll do now is I'll put the end caps on. So to put the end caps on, you just a wee bit of glue in the thread like that, screw it on, nice and tight, and that'll stay on. There's one side then, how does that look? And see there's a wee gap there. Doesn't focus there, there's a wee gap there, and it just matches the other side perfectly. wee gap there, so that'll do fine. I need to screw this, put glue in this end cap, so I'll do that now, and then we'll start doing the control unit. Next, we've got all this control panel to put on, Oxford control panel, and we've got all these different things to mount it on with, and the backing plate, things like that. Now you can go ahead and put it in your handlebars, but there's one thing you'll notice about the Suzuki is these things are shit. The handlebars are way too thick for putting these things on. So what we're going to do is use one of these plates, and we can have that on, we can bolt it on probably on the right hand side, as soon as everything's controlled from here. So we can, as you see the bolts for the mirrors, I don't know if you can see that, but the two bolts, see if we can get a bit more light, the two bolts that hold the brake lever in, there and there, are the exact same distance as that. So you could have it on them, but that's going to be in the road of your off and on switch. You could turn it round that way, but that's at the wrong angle. You could have one bolt there and it wouldn't be in the road. You can put it anywhere, bolt up here. So anyway, the trick is to find a location to put this bracket, and then once you put that on, you've got your controls. I'll maybe get away with it on this side easier, I don't know. I'll need to have a wee look anyway. So I'll go and figure out where that's going and get back to you. Okay, I've put this on temporary at the moment. Right, they've used the metal bracket plate thing, and I've buffed the end so as it fits in this groove for the top bolt for the brake lever. And it's sturdy, it won't move. So that's it on. Here's the wire. So we've got that wire here, we've got this wire from the left and a wire from the right, all to connect together into this, and then we'll have a live. So what I'll try and do is I'll connect the live up at the battery, run it up under the tank, and when I join all these wires up, if I can, I'll have all the joinings under the tank, and tidy it out with cable ties, if that's possible. I'll maybe move into the light a bit. It's getting a bit dark in here and you can't really see very well. Anyway, I'll do the live wire now. I'll show you a wee tip as well. With these cables you get, this for the battery's got an inline fuse built in, 5 amp or something, so it's not going to blow, it's not going to do any damage. Anyway, you know what it's like putting these on your battery? It can be a pain in the arse because you have to take the screw right out to get that in. And I find if you get a pair of snippers and just snip a wee bit out the middle here, then you can slacken the bolt, slide it in and tighten it. And if you tighten it up, it won't come out. It's just the way I do it, and it saves taking the bolt, because you take the bolt right out and you've got 2 or 3 things that are wired onto it. It's hard trying to get the bolt back onto the nut on the battery, so that's easiest. But just use your snippers and snip a wee bit out, just enough to slide it into the bolt, and that should do it. Anyway, I'll move it outside to do it. So as you can see, snipped a wee bit out the end. Hope I've snipped enough. And we'll go ahead with the earth first. So with a bit of luck, where did I put the screwdriver? Jesus Christ. There we go. With a bit of luck I'll be able to just slacken it off a bit, 1, 2, 3, 4 turns maybe. Take the earth and slide it under. If you haven't taken enough out, then if you haven't taken enough out, just slice a wee bit more out with your snippers. Here we go again. Taking a wee bit more out, as you can see, be able to slide that on like that, and then once you find your screwdriver, tighten it all back up again. Just before you go right tight, make sure all your connections are nice and tight in place, And there you go. That's the earth done. Now you have the live to do. Where the hell did it go? The live to do. And the same, snip the wee bit out. Just slacken the live there and I'll slide that in. And that's that done. So that's that on. 2 wires, the live and the earth. Here's the rest of it. There's your fuse. Try and leave the fuse in the battery bay. So tuck it down somewhere in a space with some of the cable. Like that. And then what we'll do is we'll run the rest, which is loads of cable, as you can see. We'll run the rest up under the tank. Now I've took the tank off, I've slackened it off, you see you can lift it up and see under there, so we'll just probably strap it to the frame, take it out to the front, hook all them up and then pull the slack back under and cable tie it. Keeps it tidy and out the way. So we'll go and run that up now. So job's been done. I've put the tank back on, put the bolt in, screwed it tight. There's the wire. There's plenty loose under here with the fuse. So it runs up the main frame. I've cable tied it under here, and then it comes down through this plastic cover and up here. I don't know if you can see that, it's off your dark. Anyway, all these cables, the one from here, they're all cable tied. Same with the ones at that side, cable tied. And they all run down into here. So there's 2 plugs coming from the main one. There's 2 plugs under here which you connect to the handlebars, one for the left and one for the right. Doesn't matter which way around it goes, either or. And then there's another third one which connects to the live that goes to the back. And it's all under here, nice and tidy, cable tied up out the way. I'll need to cut the wee extra bit off. Now, one problem I do have, I'll show you, is this one. That handlebar's tight as anything. This one, super glue's still not dried yet. I'm thinking maybe some Tarzan grip or something. If the super glue's not going to hold it. It's like the super glue's not drying, maybe too much. Anyway, here's my seat. We're going to try it. We're going to make sure it works. Now, move these cables out the way. Don't want to check them. So it should fit under there. Hang on, what's going on here? Too many bloody cables now, but that's better. That wasn't doing right. Make sure these cables are out the way here, because the seat has to slide under there. Like that. Now, just take the keys out, put the ignition on. I've got my phone thing here and my USB's working perfect. We'll start it. I'll need the clutch in. Just give me 1 second. Yeah. Just make sure your adjustment with the throttle, if you've been playing with it, you shouldn't need to, because you just cut that off. But now, with this you just press it. It's on at 30, 40, 50, 75 and 100%. Says it's an intelligent controller. I wonder if it's more intelligent than the rider. That's tight, that grip now. It'll take a wee while to build up heat. There's a wee thing in the middle here, I wondered what it was. battery saving mode. So it must save your battery somehow. Oh, that's warming up now. Oh gee, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'll maybe let them warm up a bit. I'll maybe help that glue dry. There's my petrol lights on. When your petrol light's flashing, it means it's getting low, but when your petrol light stays on and that starts flashing, then you put more fuel in, I think. What have I got? 256 kilometres to a tank full. That's just pissing around. Oh, that's heating up nicely. Oh yeah, happy with that. Anyway, and switch them off, I think you just go back down and off. Job done. So there we go, all done. Heated handlebar grip. So easy on this bike. Yeah, it's so easy it's beyond belief. So there we go. If you need any help, questions, just message me on the bottom. But that's it. Now the bike looks tidy. Just to tidy up my bloody mess now. See you all later.